Thank you for holding, everybody. We're now joined with Larry Blakeney, the head coach of Troy. If you have a question for Coach Blakeney, please dial *1 on your phone at this time. Coach, while we're waiting for questions to get in the queue, would you mind starting us off with an opening statement?
Sure. Certainly a tough road game to Ark State. Has always been, always will be, and especially when they have a very good football team on the other end of this trip. And, well coached, good football team. I thought the quarterback played awfully well, and he didn't turn it over, and got them converted on a bunch of third downs, and they had some big plays, go balls, and one or two of those, and some big runs. And we weren't very good on third down defensively. We got no turnovers, and we turned it over 4 times. And you do that in a conference game at home or on the road, you're gonna get beat. And of course, we came out of there with matching scores from last year. And I still think we're a little better than last year, but this is a tough league and some tough trips in this league. You got to deal with it. And we got to get better. We got to get better defensively, and we can't turn it over on offense. And we gave up 2 or 3 things in the kicking game that hurt us also.
Thank you very much, Coach. Our first questions come from Mississippi. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Yes, Michael Bonner from the Clarion Ledger. Coach, how are you doing today?
Good, Michael. How are you?
Not too bad. I was wondering if you could talk about Corey Robinson's progression, maybe from his freshman year, and what he kind of brings to the table now.
Well, Corey is a very astute football player, and he's worked hard on his game. He's certainly much better now than he was as a youngster, but he's always been able to throw it. He just knows a lot, has a good bit more knowledge, and some of the quarterback position, no matter where it's at Mississippi State, Ole Miss, or Troy, if you win, you're gonna get a lot more praise than you deserve, and if you lose, you're gonna probably get a lot more criticism than you deserve. And he touched the ball. He touched the ball after he left his hand on 3 turnovers, and so that's the nature of the beast. And but Corey Robinson's our guy, and mixing Deion Anthony in with him and playing Deion at other spots across the offensive side of the ball has been positive for us. If we can get rid of that bug that is much like a virus sometimes, the turnover bug, I think we still got a chance. We're not helping our defense. They're not helping themselves. I think we're better over there. But Corey has developed and has worked very hard.
How has he kind of, as you said, trying to mix in the other quarterbacks, how has he kind of helped them, obviously experienced, averaging nearly 300 yards a game this season? How has he had that experience help the others?
Well, I think of course, Deion came out of community college in Mississippi, and he was a starter, and he came in here and accepted a role that was very important to us, and gave us a guy that was a wildcat guy, really, that can throw the football, and then of late we've mixed him in with Corey at the same time. They're on the field together some, and which gives us a chance to throw it to him, hand it to him, that type thing, and ran a little gadget play with him the other night. And but I think Corey's evolution as a quarterback has helped all the younger players that are trying to ascend to that starter level for us, and maybe some that aren't here yet that might want to be quarterbacks in this system. And it's a lot of fun, and if you take care of that football, you can win a lot of games in this offense. There are some things that are maybe that bother me a little bit about this offense, and certainly if you turn it over, you're going to be bothered about a lot of things.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next questions come from David Jackson with the Appalachian ING Sports Network. Please go ahead, David.
Appalachian. Hello.
David?
You there?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. You're from Appalachian?
Appalachian State, yes, sir.
App State, great place, beautiful place.
As far as Corey Robinson, how do you think he is as a game manager so far this season?
Well, he's been good. He certainly had some moments that aren't up to his standards. A couple of them the other night. One of his interceptions was a batted ball, and one of them was a protection breakdown when he was trying to take us in to score, and one of them was really a great play by their corner on a little bit of an errant throw by Corey, or a miscommunication between receiver and Corey. So, you know, there's a lot of, everybody has to shoulder the blame of bad plays, and coaches do, players do, but not just the quarterback. So there's 11 guys playing this game. It's called the ultimate team sport. So, you know, but Corey's his failures the other night are certainly not all his fault.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, David. Our next questions come from Denton, Texas. Caller, please identify yourself and go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how's it going?
Good. You didn't identify yourself.
Oh, this is Brett from the Denton paper.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad. Hey, decided to jump on my old haunt here because I'm working on a story about what it takes to pull off the big upset when you're, going to a BCS, a major conference team, and you've done it a couple of times. What do you think the keys are to maybe pulling out the big upset when you're in a tough situation like that?
Well, you know, there's a lot of things that win football games, and the same things win big football games. And you know, I think sometimes you catch some of these teams that are maybe in the SEC or the Big 12 or ACC or Big 10. You know, you catch them maybe at the right time and catch them a little bit sleepwalking is what you hope happens, and then you don't want to do anything to really wake them up, but you want have a plan to win the game, which we've always tried to do. We've been so close a couple of times at Tiger Stadium, so close a couple of times at Tennessee, or one time at Tennessee, and several other places. We've been close, but we hadn't been able to close the deal because the Giant woke up and came back and did what it took to win the game. And but we're getting better, I think, and as our facilities continue to grow and improve, and we can recruit those guys, we got a good place, and we got a good place here, and I think it's a place where it's been proven student athletes can come and be successful in academics and the football world of the NFL, and all of them want to go to the league. So I don't know. I'm sort of rambling here, but you gotta prepare every week just like you're preparing for any team, and you've got to try to make it as close to the same so that your guys expect to win. And we're not breaking any records here winning games, but we have been competitive in a lot of those games you're talking about, and we've won a few of them. And most notable Missouri and Oklahoma State here, and probably Mississippi State in 2001, sometime in there over there. And then we were close again. We lose 11-8 over there and turn it over 6 times the next year, which is awful on our part, and had a chance to win again, but couldn't get it done. And so anyhow, the big game, they're all big. It's called a W, and if you can win, whether it's a conference game, whether it's an SEC, ACC, Big 12, any of those big-time college football leagues that you're playing against, they're all big games. And, you chalk one up on the W side, and any of them is good and positive.
You have to get off to a good start. I remember the one year you guys nearly took down LSU. You got off to such a good start early. Is that important?
The year we beat Missouri here, we were down 14-0 before we could turn around good, and our kids settled down, and we got a score before half, and we came back and went ahead, and then got the icing score late in the fourth, and put it play, you know. So I think I'd like to start out up front, you know, and get them to spot us 2 or 3 scores, but it doesn't always happen. And sometimes you have to claw your way back in, and we did have a pretty good team that year, and so. Yeah, you'd like to get off to a good start, and I think it's important to get off to a good start and maybe get them frustrated, you know, if you can do that.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Brad, and thank you, Coach. That's all the questions we have for you today. We do appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Remember, we stand by. I will have Brian Hartson of Arkansas State on shortly. Please stand by.